Anyone interested in a festive scratch and sniff Christmas book? Welcome to another Thrift with Me and haul video. My name is Kieran and my channel is called Thrifted Living. So let's just jump right into the thrifting. Over the recent break from school, I went thrifting a few times and I found some really great things. This is from the first thrift trip that I made on our first day off from work. I'm a full-time teacher in New York in the United States and I was definitely ready for a break from school. I saw this life-size Barbie. I've never actually seen one, but I thought it was really cool. Then I saw some really fun festive sweaters. This one was in the children's section, and then this one was in the vintage section. It's like a baseball sweater. I thought that was really interesting and cool. It was really heavy because it had a lot of really beautiful beadwork on it. Then I looked at a couple other things in the vintage section. A couple fun shoe finds. These are Skechers shoes, but they had plaid and glitter on them. I thought they were really cool. And then this is a vintage mud pair of shoes. Unfortunately, they were not my size. And then I saw another pair of Cinderella slippers. I really wanted to get those heels, but they were not in my size either. In the back of this thrift store, I can usually find different holiday themed items. I can also find appliances, different kitchen appliances, and things that you could use like with your computer, lamps, things like that. And I definitely saw some really interesting items. This is like a cupcake, like cookie and brownie maker. I was really intrigued by that. I thought this lamp was really cool as well, but I have way too many lamps, so I did not buy it, but I really thought it was interesting. And I also saw some other Christmas items right here. It was a little bit of a mixture of everything. This is sort of like the crafting part of the store where you can find different like crafting supplies, notebooks, sewing supplies, different like craft with me books, all of that kind of stuff. I saw some different kits, like I saw this origami kit. I thought that could be interesting to try, but unfortunately I did not buy it. And then I also saw some different crafting books. I saw this Crayola box of crayons. I remember getting this for Christmas when I was a kid, and I think it's so cute. So I wanted to open it, but I didn't because I was afraid of what I might find inside. There probably was just crayons in it, but I was just a little nervous. I saw a couple calligraphy and handwriting books that I thought were really cool. And I don't think I actually bought anything in this part of the store, but I always love looking through and seeing what kind of crafting items that I can find because I'm always interested in learning how to do new crafting projects. Then I saw this Crayola colorful banner paper. It just reminded me of the late 90s in like the computer lab at school. Then this is like the different baskets and paintings and frames and all of that kind of stuff in this part of the store. And I think this is like a shadow box. I love buying shadow boxes, but I have way too many. And then on the other side of this, you can find some really cool furniture. This was an absolutely beautiful table and chairs. It was actually kind of tall. I thought it would look really nice in like an eat-in kitchen kind of space, but we already have the table we need and we do not have any room in our kitchen for something like that. I'm also always on the lookout for bookshelves. There's something that I use in my classroom a lot, and I saw this one. I thought it was really nice, but I didn't have any way to put it in my car, unfortunately. This part of the store has bedding and linen and different pillows and things like that, and I saw some really interesting finds in this part of the store. I have been finding some really fun vintage items, so when I actually looked at the bedding, I saw something that I thought was vintage Lisa Frank or like vintage Rainbow Bright. It was this item right here, and there was another blanket as well that went with it, but then I saw that it's actually a JoJo Siwa set, but I thought it was I really like the bright colors, because I definitely love that like bright rainbow look, and so I thought that was really fun. This is in the middle of the store, and it's kind of like the glassware, plates, mugs, all of that kind of stuff. That's where you will find all of that, and I love looking at the mugs. This was a fun Oreo mug. I don't know why, it just felt very nostalgic for me. It made me think of the Oreo cereal for some reason. Did you guys ever eat the Oreo cereal? I think it came back out recently. I want to try it because it was one of my favorite cereals when I was a kid. I also saw some different plates and platters, but I'm trying to not buy too many of those things because I already have quite a few. And we use what we have, so I really don't need to add anything else to our collection. But sometimes I see things that I definitely have to try and buy just because they'll fit really nicely with the selection, and I just think they're pretty. Recently, I've been thrifting a lot of candle holders because I'm trying to find things that will add different like heights in a decorating space. I saw this tray and it was so beautiful, but I didn't buy it. And then I saw this wooden globe. I also thought this was really beautiful, but I recently just thrifted a globe and I didn't need another one. But I found some really great stuff in this part of the store, and I love looking at this part because you can find so many different things. I always go through it like twice because I always miss something. Then I saw this really cool cat like soap dispenser. Didn't buy it, but I thought it was fun. And then this cool cake pan set. Then I went to another thrift store, and this thrift store was having a great sale. They were having 25% off of the entire store, like literally everything in the store. And so I found a couple things. You will see them in the haul. They were a little more expensive than I normally spend for thrifted items, but they were a couple things I had my eye on for a while. Look at this really cool sticker fun book. I remember having these kind of things when I was a kid. So I actually looked inside of this one, and it was like in perfect condition. None of the stickers had been used. So I thought that was really cool. I'm a traveling teacher, so I always love looking at these carts because I always feel like I need to buy them because I do travel to different classrooms and I use carts like that all the time. This store has a really cool setup because it's like one main room and then there's a smaller room in the back. So this is all from like the main area of the thrift store. Then the dishware and the cooking items and like the pots and pans and all of that kind of stuff, that is in the back of the store where I'm sharing with you right now. This is the back where you can find all of like the kitchen stuff. You can also find some crafting items as well and some linens and curtains and stuff like that. So I love going to this thrift store. I always find some really fun and interesting things here. I will usually go through this store a couple times just to make sure that I don't miss anything, but I love looking at all of the different items that you can use in your home. This part also usually has some like lamps and different items like that. So I always find something cool, and I did find some really fun items when I went thrifting at this store. First thing I found is a napkin holder, and at least I think that's what this is. On the bottom it says Loft. Yeah, napkin holder. It was $1, and I just thought it was cute. It reminded me of the 90s and early 2000s, just like that simple floral design. I might use it for paper or folders or something like that. Not necessarily use it for napkins, but I definitely could use it for that. I might even use it for my notebooks. I have a planner for my thrifted living stuff, and I have a couple notebooks as well. So I might even take this and just put those notebooks in this to keep them organized. That's actually a pretty good idea. So I thought for $1, it was a decent find. I also found some Yankee candle holders, just a simple glass style. These were $4 for 2 of them. This one's the taller one, and then this one's a bit smaller. And how simple they are. They could be used for several different seasons. They are also super heavy, which I love heavy decor. I don't know why, it just feels like really, really sturdy. You know what I just realized? You can use this to sit a candle on it, or you could put like a single candle down in it, like a candlestick. I also got a couple skirts. The first one is the brand Universal Thread, and it has a drawstring elastic waist, and it buttons down the front. It also has some pockets as well. I plan on wearing it with leggings, but I really liked the pockets. I thought they were cute. It was $7 and half off. Then I found another skirt, and the reason I bought this one is it just felt like the 2000s to me. So this is the front of it. This is not something I would typically buy, but look, it has that little like strap on it, right? Like this feels like the 2000s. And then it has pockets in the back, and then it has like these cute funky little pockets right here. I think it's fun. It's kind of out of my comfort zone, and I'm definitely trying to push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit more now. Next items I would like to share with you, I actually just got yesterday at the thrift store. The first thing I'm going to share with you, I've actually already shared in a couple videos since I've been decorating for Christmas, but I found these really awesome Christmas trees. They are smaller trees. And what we're actually using them for is some like landing decor. We have 2 flights of stairs, and so on the landing with the first one, like in the middle, we put them in there, and we're decorating them for Christmas right there. I like them because they're narrow, and they also have like wide bases to them, so they're really sturdy. I like how they fit right there in that space. I'm excited to decorate them just so they can have a little bit more dimension to them and be a little bit more festive. I've told this story already a couple times, but for pricing, this will actually make sense with the other items that I got too. I spent a little bit more than I wanted to at the thrift store, but the last items I'm going to share with you, I've had my eye on them for a really long time, and it was the best deal I thought I was going to get on them was yesterday. But so pretty much I spent over $25 on the items that you'll see at the end of this video. But because I did that, I was able to get like a punch on the card, and that gave me a $10 off of $25 or more coupon. So the trees were originally $40. Everything at the thrift store yesterday was 25% off. And then because I made this other purchase, I also got a $10 coupon as well. I ended up spending like $20 or so for those 3 trees, but I think it's decent. I think they're a great addition to our decor, and even though they were a little bit more than I wanted to spend, I'm really excited that I have them. Speaking of things that were more than I wanted to spend, these last items definitely were. And so like I said, I've seen these at the thrift store for probably like 3 or 4 months, and they were just way too expensive for me to buy at the full price. And so I was waiting and waiting and waiting. Yesterday they had 25% off of the entire store, so I was able to get that deal on them, and then buying these also made it so I was able to get that $10 coupon. Now, I'm not typically a precious moments kind of person, but these are really cool. So I found these precious moments blow molds, I think that's what this would be called. They're for Halloween. They're 2 little characters dressed up in little Halloween costumes, and they have little trick-or-treat bags. Both of them work. I've tried them. I will make sure to share a little video here with you guys so you can see what they look like all lit up. Now, they were $50, which is a lot. It definitely was more than I wanted to spend, but I was able to get 25% off of them. That made them like $38 or so, and then because I spent over $25, I was able to get that coupon for $10 for the next transaction. So I've wanted them for a really long time. I've seen them there, and they've just been calling my name, and they were still there on this 25% off day, so I got them. I cannot wait to use them for Halloween next year. I think they're really cute, and I love that they both still work like perfectly. These were made in 2000. I'm not typically a precious moments person, but these are so cute. They're just like the cutest little blow molds that I've never had anything like this before. I think that's what you would call these, like a blow mold. Yes, they were more than I wanted to spend, but I'm really excited that I have them. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I found at the thrift store. This definitely was a little bit more of an expensive thrifting trip than I had originally hoped for, but I got some items that I'm really excited to have. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite find was from this haul. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook at Thrifted Living and on Instagram at Thrifted Living YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!